everyone, it's Keegan, and today's video is going to be all about braces. Yeah, so if you hear talking downstairs, my parents are putting together a little shelf thing, and then we have neighbors over helping us because we suck and stuff like that. So this is going to be my braces experience and everything that you need to know about braces. I have like a bunch of information or like stuff I wrote down about. This video is going to be about getting them on, while they're on, bands, food, getting them off, everything like that. And by the time you see this video, I'll have my braces off. I get them off February 24th, and what's today? I think it's February 1st. So yeah, this video is gonna be up soon. Or I always hear this clicking noise. So I'm pre-filming this, and then when I get my braces off, I will just come back and tell you about my getting them off experience. But when I get them off, I will just come back and say my experience getting them off. But right now I'm talking about everything else, and then I'll upload the video. So this video is already uploaded, so you guys just never mind. So first topic is getting them on. I was terrified. I was so nervous. I was terrified. I want you guys to know that getting them on is not painful at all. I was very nervous that it was going to be painful. It is not painful. It's uncomfortable, if that makes sense. It's like a different experience, a different feeling in your mouth that you really haven't felt before. Basically what it feels like is every single tooth in your mouth is loose. Like, it feels like it's hanging from a thread. It just kind of feels uncomfortable. It's something that you've never really felt before. You felt like when you're younger and you have like one tooth that's loose, but you've never really felt like every single tooth is loose. And I actually wiggled them. I wiggled my teeth and they actually moved back and forth because the brackets aren't going to do anything. They're just holding the wire in place, and the wire is what's moving your teeth. Like I said, it's uncomfortable. You can feel like you're pulling every single tooth out of your mouth. Like you feel like you can do that. I honestly like tried it. It didn't work, but you feel like you can do that because it's just loose. So like when you're eating food, do you know like when you were little and you used to have like a tooth that's loose back here, and whenever you chew your food you'd be like, ow, that hurts, so you chew on this side? It kind of feels like that with like every tooth. I'd say it hurts for 3 days to a week. Most people, like, I've actually heard that only for some people that it doesn't really hurt them at all. Mine hurt for 3 days, but it wasn't like agonizing pain. After those 3 days to a week, you're just gonna feel like it's normal. Honestly, I forget they're there most of the time. Like, let's just be honest here. I will be like looking in the mirror and like getting ready, and they'll smile and I'll be like, oh yeah, I have braces. I totally forgot. Like, you don't even feel them really. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So it doesn't really hurt for that long. As for food to eat, I would say frozen yogurt. But don't do what I did on the first day I got braces and have toppings. You don't want anything crunchy or hard in your mouth. You want things smooth and like creamy, like I have the list right here. Frozen yogurt, anything soft and creamy. That's what I wrote here. So you just want basically, sorry, you just want things that you don't have to chew and they'll kind of like melt in your mouth. Like pizza. No, you don't really want to use your front teeth. You want to have things with like forks or spoons or like soup or anything that you can use, like is it called a utensil to eat. You basically want things like that. So if you're getting frozen yogurt, don't put toppings because they'll kill your mouth like they killed mine. Actually, they didn't kill, but it hurt. Pain level, I'd say out of 10, a 6 or a 7. I'm gonna be honest here, a 10 is like, from me, do you know like when you like walk into a doorknob, like a pointy one? They're like the kinds of like, oh my god, I have such a farmer's tan. Wow. But do you know like when you walk into like a doorknob and it really hurts? That's a 10 for me. I've never been shot. So I've never been shot. I've never been stabbed. I'd kind of say like it's more like a 4 or 5. It doesn't really hurt that bad. So yeah, 4 or 5. So as for the wire, which kind of moves your teeth, it's gonna have to end somewhere. And so they end in the back of your mouth. And when I got mine, the lady was like, see if the wire's hurting your mouth or anything, if it's too long. And I didn't know what it was supposed to feel like, so I just told her, I'm like, yeah, it's fine. But it wasn't. It was really hurting. It was shredding up the inside of my cheek. But don't worry, your cheek heals itself. Don't worry. It didn't like go through my cheek or anything. It's fine. But it really hurts. The next day I had to go back because it was like painful. I put like wax on it, which is, it's not like candle wax, it's like dental wax, which is supposed to like heal or like cover something so your lip can heal, but mine's in the back. So basically, if when you first get your braces on, I recommend going like, because that's going to kind of have your cheek touch the wire, and if it's poking your cheek, just ask them really quickly, be like, hey, my wire's kind of poking me, do you mind if you trim it really quickly? I just don't want to be in a lot of pain. And either they'll say you just need to get used to it, or it's short enough, or of course I'll trim it. So yeah, I recommend doing that because that was so painful. I think that was more painful than the actual like braces on my teeth. Before you go in, I recommend brushing your teeth just like really good for like, I brushed my teeth for like 10 minutes probably before, but I recommend like 5 minutes. And then also take before pictures. I didn't do that and I really wish I would have. I do have pictures of me like smiling before I got them on, but I don't have like actual before pictures. So I just recommend taking before pictures and brushing your teeth really good. I'm pretty sure, like, I don't really remember because this was like 2 years ago, but I'm pretty sure they clean your mouth when you get them on. I'm gonna be used to this, but your lips are kind of gonna be like, you know, like they're gonna kind of be a little bit expanded out because normally they're touching your, oops, normally your lips are touching your teeth, but now there's something on your teeth, so they're gonna look a little bit like further out, if that makes sense, and you'll get used to it. And another thing is, like, this is so important, you guys, so important. Before they put anything on, put like lots of chapstick on, or like lick your lips. Your lips are gonna get so chapped. My lady was like, do you have any, or the lady that did it for me, she's like, do you have any chapstick? And I was like, no. She's like, okay, just lick your lips, because your lips are gonna get super chapped if you don't. So definitely do that, because if you don't, it's gonna be awful. If you're really scared about the pain, you can take like a pain reliever like 30 minutes before, so it'll start kicking in when you get them on. I didn't do that because I didn't think it was that painful, but I did take pain relievers throughout those 3 days when the wire was hurting, just because it was really hurting my cheek. So I did take those throughout when I first got them on. I'd say it doesn't really hurt, or it doesn't feel like loose until like an hour later or so. It didn't really affect me. Like, get them on, it's like bam, they hurt. It's like, get them on, hour later, they kind of feel uncomfortable. The teeth that hurt the most for me is my front teeth, because like that's what I like. If I'm eating pizza, I'll be like, so my front teeth were the ones that hurt the most. My molars didn't really hurt as much, but my front teeth hurt really badly. If they give you any tips, listen. They're like giving you tips and they're like talking. Don't be like, I wonder a picture I should put on Instagram. Should I do like a Transformation Tuesday picture, or should I do just like a video and be like, guess what? It's different. Like, no, just listen to their tips and then think about what picture you're gonna post on Instagram afterwards. For foods that are like, no, don't eat. First, biting your nails. I know you're not really eating anything, but they just don't want you biting your nails. Anything that you have to like pull off with your front teeth, that they don't really like that. So I have my list right here. Let's see, popcorn, because like the kernels, gum, ice, whole apples, because if you bite into a whole apple, these are, you know, they're not gonna stay. Caramel, anything that's sticky, pizza, sandwiches, anything that you have to like bite into them, pull away from. And then as for brushing, twice a day, I don't do that, or I used to not. I'm not the poster child for braces. I used to not brush my teeth really. I'm gonna have a lot of stainage on my teeth. I know that because I'm just not the best brusher in the world. For the 4 weeks out of the month, 3 of them use like a normal toothpaste. And then for 1 week, use a whitening toothpaste. The whitening toothpaste just kind of make sure that they're the same color they are when you get them on for when you get them off. So I recommend doing that once a week, because if you're not whitening, you're yellowing. And like I said, if you do it once a week, that's not going to do anything, because it takes like a few days to actually start seeing a difference. And this one is the Crest 3D White Luxe, so it's 90% of surface stains in 5 days. There's also one that says 90% of surface stains in 2 weeks, but I just like this one better. And as for brushing, they should tell you this, but if you forgot, why not? Let's just tell you. So if this is my toothbrush. You can use like an electronic one. I don't really notice a difference. So what you're going to do is I'm just going to go like this. So let's pretend your mouth is right here. So you want to brush straight on, and then on top and on the bottom of the bracket. So it's like on top and then on bottom, so it gets everything. There's like still toothpaste on that, ew. So it gets everything out of your teeth and everything like that. Why am I whispering? I got them on June going into 7th grade, so 2012, and I had them on for 21 months. So the wire changes, which basically means like you're gonna have wire changes when you first get them on more often than you are when you're further along the process. So when you first get them on, you're gonna have like boom, 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 wire changes, and then when you're closer to getting them off, you're gonna be like boom, 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 wire changes. Wire changes kind of feel the same way when you get your braces on. They just don't feel like as intense of like loose teeth, if that makes sense. Your teeth still feel loose, but it's not as intense. They're just going to pop open all your brackets and then take your wire out and put a new one in. And now we get to talk about the fun stuff that nobody likes. Bands. Nobody likes these. They're awful. From the day I got my braces on to the day I got them off. Most people get them halfway through like their experience. I got them on right when I got the braces on, so lucky me. Wear them. That is my biggest tip. These little thingies right here, yeah, they're gonna help you get your braces off sooner. When you first put them on, you don't really feel anything moving. It doesn't like hurt, but like I'd say like after 4 hours, that's when you start feeling them, like moving your teeth. I never wore them, so that's why I have to have my braces be on a little bit longer. So if you want to get them on, if you want to get your braces off when you're supposed to get them off or earlier, wear them. Here's a super duper 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 big tip for getting your braces off. Wear double or triple bands. What I mentioned is brackets. If they fall off, you just call and be like, hey, I broke my bracket. Can I schedule an appointment to get a new one put on? This is one layer of bands, one on each side. And so doubling them up basically means that you just put another one over. For me, how I feel when I have them on, it just feels like someone's constantly like pushing your teeth, if that makes sense. And getting them off. Yay! Or let's just get to the clip when I have them off. I was like about to like this whole like grand thing like ta-da, my teeth, but then I was like, oh yeah, you guys are already seeing them in 2 other videos. So yeah, here are my teeth. I'm obsessed with them. My bra strap keeps falling down. Yes, but I am obsessed with them. I think they are amazing. I didn't have any staining, which was awesome, and I just really love them. So my getting off experience was a lot painfuler than I thought it would be. I thought it would just kind of hurt a little bit, but I didn't think it would hurt as much as it did. It was very, very, very painful. I'm not trying to scare you, but I was not prepared for it. I was not mentally or physically prepared for the kind of pain that I went through. Again, I'm not trying to scare you. I didn't think it'd be that painful, but it really was. And on a scale of 1 to 10, it was a 12. Like, it broke the scale. It hurt so badly. So first, they take this little thing and they just like pop your brackets off. And that thing makes the loudest noise ever. And I noticed the most sensitivity right here in these front and bottom teeth. Like, she was like, you're gonna feel like we're popping your teeth out, like we're pulling your teeth out, but we're not, I promise. And I didn't really feel it in like my molars or on my top, but right here, I was like, every single time she popped one out, it hurt really badly, but the drill was a lot more painful. But it just felt like the sound was like loud as like, but like louder. I vlogged my experience, so that'll be linked down below. I also did a like first impression to seeing my teeth, which I'll put right here, and it was just, I was so glad that I filmed that. Drill is basically like a ginormous like little thing. Like, the drill hurt really badly. It's like a little thing that gets all the glue off, and it kind of like, I feel like it evens the layer of my teeth out. I don't know, like made the color the same color. I don't know if it did or didn't, but I feel like it did. So it just took the glue off, and it hurt a lot. I was not expecting that. It made my teeth so sensitive that my eyes started tearing up. Like, I was about to like full on cry, and they lay you down in this thing, and I was seriously holding onto the thing. I was like, and there's this girl who was about to get them off after me, and she was in the room across from me, and they don't have like doors, they just have like little openings, and she was watching me, and I could see her, and she was like because it hurts so bad. My teeth were really sensitive, and then sometimes they get your gums with the drill by accident, and my gums were bleeding for a very long time. They said they'll bleed for like an hour and a half, an hour, but mine bled all day. So my retainer, I have a clear retainer, which it's back there. I would show you it, but it's disgusting right now, so yes. I'm not going to show you it, but it's like Invisalign, and it fills up with blood. My mom first saw me, she's like, show me your teeth, so I smiled, and it was my retainer. I had my retainer, and it was, my entire top teeth were red. And she's like, oh, that's cool, because she thought it was like the mold, like the filler retainer, and my like orthodontist was like, no, that's not that, that's blood, go inside your mouth and your retainer. And what I did to get them to stop bleeding is I just brushed my teeth and they stopped bleeding after that. Another thing you can do is like gargle salt water. That will work as well, but I didn't want to do that because I feel like that's disgusting. They do kind of hurt, so when you're brushing your teeth for the very first time, I have the type of like Invisalign retainer. It's not Invisalign, it's just like a clear retainer, so it's not like the kind of like the wire or anything. I do have a permanent wire right here, but the mold, they have like this little tray, and what they do is they put like this like silly putty type thing in there, but I watched Brooklyn and Bailey's video, which I'll talk about later. They're the Cute Girls Hairstyle twins, and they were saying it was like silly putty, so I was like, oh, okay, but I didn't realize it'd be like so slimy. Like it was wet and slimy and like silly putty, but it was so slimy and gross, and it was weird. And a trick that my orthodontist told me that she says works every time when you feel like you want to gag because it's going so back, because the mold goes so far back in your throat, is to stare at your foot and start moving it around because it will distract you. So that's a trick. So just stare at your foot and move it around, and that will distract you if you feel like you're gonna be like, ugh, ugh, ugh. So I will link Brooklyn and Bailey's video down below. They are Cute Girls Hairstyles twins, and they both got their braces off, so there's two different videos. I thought Brooklyn's was more informative, but I liked Bailey's better. I'm gonna read off. They gave me this little piece of paper that had everything about your retainer on it, and I just kind of wrote I just hit myself. I wrote some of the key facts down. So you wear your retainer full time for 4 months besides eating, brushing, sports, or swimming, and then after 4 months you'll go to your orthodontist and they will either tell you you're gonna keep it on a little bit longer, or you are going to or you're just gonna wear it at night. I don't have mine in. I'm supposed to have it in right now, but it gives me a lisp, and I'm still trying to get used to it, so I'm trying to keep it in when I talk. But I decided for the video, I don't want you being like this. I don't want to be talking like this throughout the entire video. So yeah. When you clean it, only use cold water. Do not use your toothbrush, when you clean it, only use cold water. Don't put it in the dishwasher or boil it or anything, because that will ruin it. And then get a new toothbrush to clean it. Don't use toothpaste, because toothpaste has an abrasiveness to it, which will scratch your retainer. So yeah, don't use toothpaste. Just use a clean toothbrush. If you don't wear it, your teeth will move. Oh, they should give you a case for it. I hope they do. But when you're eating, do not wrap it in a napkin or anything. I understand you're not supposed to eat with it, and you don't really want people you're eating with to have to stare at your retainer and make it unappetizing for them to eat. But don't wrap it in a napkin, because I have known so many people have done that and they've thrown it away. And retainers are very expensive. I think my brace itself was very painful, but I know a lot of people that said it wasn't painful. So it kind of depends on you. But I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Don't forget to watch my vlog. Yes, I love you guys. I hope I didn't scare you about getting them off. And I will talk to you in my next video. Sorry for making this video so long, but there's lots of you need to know. Okay, bye!